Let's create an off-season bag.
This is Honest Abe Disc Golf.
Hey guys, what's going on? Honest Abe coming at you with another video. I hope you are doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, man. So the off season's here. Well in the swing of it. Starting to get some stuff moved up to Morristown, Tennessee. So eventually, all this lovely stuff gets moved. Luckily enough, I have like 3 disc golf bags, so they'll be easy enough to move. Throw them in a bag. Get ready to go. But I wanted to create an off-season bag today. So let's just dive right in and see what that's all about. So it's a nice chilly morning out, you know. Feasting on the tears of my players. And I thought, what would be fun? Well, let's create an off-season bag. One that has some glow discs in it, okay? Because I don't know, wherever you might live around here during the winter time, the sun starts going down about 4:30. So a lot of the guys that I would typically meet up with, like especially at Athens Regional, they'd get off around 4:30, 5 o'clock from work, and we'd go over. We'd sometimes just casually just hook up and play around a disc golf. Well, guess what? It's dark. Can't really do that unless you have glow discs. We have some glow discs. So I thought, one, let's make an off-season bag with some glow discs. Why? Well, if we're out and about, let's, you know, if it gets dark or whatnot, we have some glow discs. Not that big a deal. We're covered. We got a flashlight. Put a flashlight in your bag, especially if you got one of those nice like Maglite ones that'll light up your disc really good. Put a flashlight in your bag, get some glow discs, and go out and have a good time. So that's what we're gonna do today. Well, and my second thought was, I have a whole bunch of D&D inspired discs. Let's put some stuff together and see what we can come up with. And 3, throw a couple new discs that you're wanting to try out during an off season. You know, maybe they're not always in your bag. Maybe they're occasionally in your bag. They come out of your bag a lot. Maybe it's a new disc that you just want to throw, try to break in season, try to see if it will actually fit in a slot in your bag. Well, the off season is a great time to do that. So today we're going to build ourselves a smaller disc golf bag. Maybe like, I don't know, 10 to 15 discs. I don't know. We'll see what we do when we get there. But let's just dive right in today. All right, so you're building yourself an off-season bag. Well, 2 things. Make sure you have a putter that you trust in your bag. For us, that's Old Faithful. That's our PA3. So the PA3 is going to go in our bag. Which one do we want? Let's do the brighter one. Because another thing to think about during the wintertime, 1, lots of leaves on the ground. So for instance, not that I would throw this a whole lot, but this color disc right here is probably not a great option for leaves in my area, especially because they are brown, orange, and yellow. And so if I throw this into a leaf pile, it's going to be really hard to find. So pick discs that are bright, that stand out for you, for me, whatever. I like pink. Pink stands out pretty brightly for me. Purple, blues are great, especially in the wintertime as well. But yeah, pink discs that glow are also a great option. So pick out discs that glow, that are easy to find. All right, so also, I want to keep practicing with my PA5. So this is my throwing PA5 that I just got. Not a great disc to throw during the winter time, or I should say fall, winter. Once you get into snow, this will be fine. When the snow starts hitting, this will be fine. But yeah, throwing this into a leaf pile would be hard to find. However, this is a glow disc as well. So this is a PA5 400 glow. And I want to keep working with the PA5 because I'm liking that understability that the PA5 is offering me. I didn't like it when I first started playing disc golf, especially. But I actually did almost ace with my PA5 Birdie Derby one about 2 years ago. I got like third place in the Birdie Derby in Knoxville. I almost aced with it on hole 2, and I had thrown it. I think that was the first time I had thrown it. But yeah, so PA5, great disc. Want to continue to throw this disc, break it in, kind of see how it works. So I'll throw the throwing putter in there for the moment. All right, but we're also trying to throw new discs, and we're also trying to build a D&D inspired bag. All right, so easy enough, the pivot. This is a PA5, and so, or I'm sorry, this is a PA3 pretty simply. So I have my throwing PA3s. Pivot is very, very similar. And so to limit the amount of discs that I am putting in my off-season bag, we've only thrown this a couple times out in the field. It is D&D inspired. Got the dwarf, on the top of the heads of the goblins. So this is going to be my throwing putter. Okay, my throwing main PA3, overstable, understable. We have 2 throwing putters in the bag. We have 1 main putting putter in the bag. Okay, so we have a reliable putter that is in our bag. 2, we are trying some new discs. Okay, I've thrown the PA5 a little bit. I'm liking it, wanting to work it season. It's a new disc for me. I've only thrown it probably 10 or 12 times. Pivot. Also, only thrown this about 5 or 6 times. All right. Glow disc. Glow disc. It's winter time. All right. Easy to see. Okay. All right. Also, our other criteria. D&D inspired. Dwarf. Okay. So we have our putters squared away. All right. Now this one here, this one is available. If I lose this disc, it's going to be okay. All right. I can go and get a new one. I do not want to lose this disc. This is an M4. This is Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons inspired. You got the Shrouded Oak Guard, Nightfall, Citadel. You got the Acolyte. So you get the Magic the Gathering. You get Dungeons and Dragons feel. You get Skyrim feel in here. M4 mid-range. All right. Going in the bag. It's also a glow disc, which is great. So nice thing is it's got it all here, 5501. It is a glow. It is M4 mid-range. And yeah, so this is going to go in my bag. It's going to be my main mid-range that I tried to throw a little bit this off-season. Definitely don't want to lose it. It's also pink. It glows. Meets our criteria. So that'll go in the bag. New disc. M5. All right, so Prodigy just re-released the M5. And it is kind of a retooled old design for an more understable mid-range. It is a 5.5 -2.5, so it should have that nice turn on the end with a little bit of fade to finish. Okay, so it should have some very good turn. So we have an overstable to straight. The M4 is pretty straight. It's pretty straight and it has a little bit of finish. Now we have the understable version in the bag. And glow disc, D&D inspired. Meets our criteria. Okay. Good deal. All right. So let's kind of look. Let's look in my main bag here. I know that there's definitely one in here that I want to pull out. This is going to be my D1. This is my Dragon Horde. disc. So this is going to go in the bag right now. This is a 12504, so very overstable distance driver. It's got the dragon stamp on it. This is going to go in the bag. Unfortunately, this is not a glow disc, but we'll throw a main driving glow disc in the bag here shortly. But if it's not dark, not too dark, should be able to see this pretty well. It is blue. It kind of stands out. So the main driver in the bag. Okay. So check off that D&D Inspired in the bag. What else do we want to throw in the bag? We probably want to throw in a feedback. Feedback is my reliable fairway driver. I call it a fairway driver because it is a 9-speed. All right. A lot of people would label 9 speeds as distance drivers. I lump them 6, 7, 8, 9 are fairway drivers to me. When you get into 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 speeds, 15 speeds, those are distance drivers. Okay, so we have a distance driver in the bag, fairway driver, feedback. All right, so I have my feedbacks here in the bag. These ones, we have this is a Kevin Jones inspired one. We have the Brandon Brown team stamp one, and then we have the ultra soft version of it. However, we got a new one in our in our box the other day. So pull her off the shelf. This is a ultra soft. Okay, this is a 400 glow. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, and it's the sheep in wolf's clothing ultra soft Prodigy feedback. So I do have my ultra soft here, the Keep It 500. It's starting to break in pretty good. Let's start working this one a little bit. This one also is in glow. It is in orange, not great, especially if you lose it in the woods, but it is a glow disc, and I feel confident that I could probably throw this pretty well, probably not lose it. Start breaking in a little bit, start getting a little bit more seasoned. So let's throw that in the bag. Okay. I'm also going to probably throw in my main one here, my Brandon Brown one, just to have, not the ultra soft version of it, probably have that in my bag as well. Does not meet the D&D-esque. I think the sheep and wolf's clothing, it could potentially, fantasy. I don't know. All right, so we have some D&D inspired discs. We have a main lineup. We have putters, we have min ranges, we have a fairway driver, we have a distance driver. Okay, so now let's throw in a couple discs that we want to try to work with. We want to try to season that we really enjoy throwing. Okay, and so these ones might not meet my D&D criteria because there's just not a whole lot of them out there. Well, one of them we could throw in that could meet it is this A series disc right here. However, I really don't want to lose this disc. It is gold colored. It is a glimmer. This one does not glow. This one will stay up on the shelf for us right now. Thinking about it, you know what? Let's throw in a mini in our bag. Need a mini? Let's throw it in our bag. All right, so what do we want to throw? What do we want to throw? Well, one disc that I have said before, I'm really liking is the Trail. So, the Trail right here, very nice disc. I want to keep working this one in. This is a 10-speed. It's also purple, so a little bit easier to see in the winter time. So, this Trail is going to go in my bag as an off-season disc that I want to keep working with. Yes, I do mainly throw Prodigy. Yes, I enjoy throwing Prodigy, but I'm not sponsored by Prodigy, so my bag is technically open, and I can move discs in and out as I please. Another disc that I want to keep throwing is the Heat. So this is my Heat Discraft disc from the Hit Me With Your Best Shot Athens. Thrown this a dozen or so times. It's a good mid-range to fairway driver. Fits my forehand very well. Want to continue to work this into the bag. I really, really like the heat. The Swarm. Love the ESP Swarm disc. Such a fun disc to throw. Haven't thrown a whole lot, but what I have thrown with it, I love. So, yeah, got some mid-ranges in my bag now. Got some definitely useful tools. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at 11. 8 if you don't count the putters. Okay, so there are definitely some other discs in here in my collection that we could throw. So I want to try this one as well. This is my state tournament Strive, the Royal Strive. I want to throw this Latitude 64 disc a little bit. Hopefully I don't lose it. It is purple. It'll be hard to replace this disc from my first state tournament. But I do feel confident that I could probably throw it and not lose it. So I'll throw that in the bag and just kind of see. I want to see how it flies. I haven't thrown it a whole lot. Just kind of test it out. Okay. What else do we want to throw in the bag? I'm not quite sure. We got our old Hurricane in there. We got some other discs that we could definitely try from Prodigy that we haven't thrown a whole lot. There's one more I thought of. This is our Red Dawn Rising, our Prodigy disc. Very, very D&D inspired, Japanese D&D inspired D4 that I want to try to continue working and building in so it does find a slot in my bag for next season. So, I think we're doing pretty good. There is one last disc I am going to throw in this bag because I loved this disc growing up. This was one of the first discs I actually owned. Was an Eagle from Innova. My wife got me this for this year for our anniversary, and it's white, so it's easy to see right now. If it snows, it'd be more difficult to see, obviously, with the white powder. All right, but I am going to throw this in the bag. This is a 7-speed, and this is in the Star Plastic from Innova. So, going to try to continue to work this a little bit. I do love this disc. I haven't thrown this disc a whole lot. This particular one, been a long time since I've actually thrown an Eagle as well. So, just continue to work this disc into the bag. Should be fun as well. And I think we're pretty much there. I might throw one or more 2 discs in it, but we do have an off-season bag. So we met our requirements of D&D Inspired discs. We have glow discs in the bag because it gets dark. Need to see discs in the dark. Probably need to throw in maybe a distance driver that glows. I might have 1 or 2 lying around here. I'll find one. But we have our mid-ranges that glow. We have some new discs that we haven't thrown a whole lot. Swarm. We got the PA5. We have the Eagle here as well. So we have some new discs in our bag that we don't throw a whole lot. Maybe trying to work it into our open bag for next season. Trying to season some discs as the off season continues. I think we've done pretty well. We're going to go out and play some disc golf today and film for you. Let's see how it goes. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a good one. I'm Honest Abe. We'll see you in the next one.